Welcome back. I am Carlos Skills Young, back again, also known as Muffin Skills Young. When I fought the Eye of Cthulhu, I got boss drops. I said I would continue the video. This is a special present. This is gonna be my Christmas special. It's gonna be released late because I wasn't able to make the videos I wanted to Christmas Day. So when I do some stuff, I'll do a Boss Mania and a Boss Mania. This one's not going to be tagged as a Christmas special. Other videos will be tagged as a Christmas special. Alright, let's get into the videos. Alright. Boss drops. Some bosses drop items, weapons, ores, and stuff like that you won't really find in any other place in the world but from the bosses. Such as Crimtane ore. Crimtane is the blood juicy ore that comes from that you can mine, but it's very rare. So rare that you probably won't find it in your world ever unless you see a red or a purple glowing ore. And the most it can come in is in sets of three ore. So you'll need to fight bosses for some ore bars. Crimtane ore is the blood and juice, like I said, of a boss. Alright. The Eye of Cthulhu will drop potions for you. Demon ores. Tissue samples, which I didn't get this time. Well, no. Actually, you don't get tissue samples from this guy. You get tissue samples from the brain of Cthulhu. That's where you get brain. I can't speak right. I'm not talking today. That's where you get tissue samples from, the brain of Cthulhu, which is kind of like this, but you mine hearts to get it. Or you use 15 vertebrae, which comes out the backs out of weird blood stuff that you might find. Evil creatures. Alright. Boss drops and stuff like that. Alright, Skeletron Prime. I will get to you with that in a little bit, but I'll show you where you will summon him. You can't really summon him with a skull. You have to fight him in the dungeon, at the door of the dungeon, because if you go inside the dungeon, if you try and bypass the man that lives in there, you might want to listen to that guy because you might get a little bit jump scared. It might not be as scary. It might not be as scary as a regular jump scare like you see in Five Nights at Freddy's, which I will play in a different video. I'm gonna get so scared when I play this later. Alright. So when I do play, let's just say you'll get a good jump scare. That's a demon eye. That's where you get lens from. That eye that just passed by me. I'm traveling to the dungeon where I'm gonna fight Skeletron Prime. I'm traveling to the dungeon where I'm gonna fight Skeletron Prime. You see dungeons like this? If you ever find a dungeon that's raised and you can't really get in, just use a bunch of blocks that you mine and use them to like do stuff. I don't know where did I find a chest under here. Use them to climb. Alright. Once you go in the dungeon, you'll see an old man. And to interact with him, you press B, like I did in my first video. Once you press B, he'll either say, "Please release me from this curse," and whatever. You might need help. You might not come alone. You might die or whatever. Alright. So, if he comes and you see that old man in your dungeon, at night you will summon him. Because if you try and go past the old man and you go all the way down here, you might want to listen to him. I might get a little scared when I show you this. I'm going to get scared because I'm just a little kid. Because I'm littler than people. I'm not as old as people, but I'm definitely younger than most people that play games like this. Right, whatever. Let's just get on with it. If you go down there, a dungeon guardian will come. A dungeon guardian can almost never be killed because even the most powerful people in Terraria with the best armor, best weapons, best guns, and best material, they will still not beat it because even the best person I've seen in a YouTube video went into the dungeon and fought the dungeon guardian and he didn't defeat it. He was the most powerful, he beat the game, and he got killed in 2 hits from one thing. Alright? Listen to that old man because you will not defeat it. You will come at night or else you will be destroyed by it. I'm a little tired and I'm still making this YouTube video for you guys, so this video might be slow for you guys and you might not get as much tips. So I will tell you in the description what to go to get most of the information. Alright. Business is so amazing. La 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 la. Put it down, buddy. Just skip. Let's do this. Alright. Bosses. Brenda Cthulhu. You mine hearts and orbs. If you mine 3 orbs, you will summon a boss. But at one cost, you will curse your world with an orb you mine. So unless you don't want to curse your world, you might want to actually craft the item instead of cursing your world by summoning orbs and stuff like that. Brand Cthulhu, you need 15 vertebrae. Craft it, get some tissue samples, fight the boss. You need help if you're a beginner, and get armor that's better than it. Alright? Alright, so next, Skeletron. I did him. Alright, Queen Bee. Queen Bee, you need honey blocks, honey, blocks, honeycomb, and stuff like that. I'll show you later. You can always go to your guy and ask him what you can use the craft items with. So if you don't want to listen to me, just go to the guy. You can exit out of this video, and I'll show you what I mean, and he'll help you. Okay? Queen Bee. That's pretty much all the bosses you can fight for the easy mode. For the hard mode bosses, I'll show you people how to do this because it's harder to craft your bosses. And you will need better stuff for these bosses because once you get into hard mode, there will be better ores, but at the cost of things easily killing you. like crap. Because the best armor you can get in easy mode, the best armor and the best stuff is molten stuff when you go to the underworld. And I'll show you the underworld in this video right now. It's dangerous, so if you will need help. 3 players at the most is what you might need. Let me just find my elevator to the underworld. La 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 la. La 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 cha la 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 cha la 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 la. This is so amazing. La 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 la. La 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 la. Ta da 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 da. La 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 la. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Esperos año felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Da, 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 da. Feliz Navidad. Da, 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 da. Feliz Navidad. Esperos año felicidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Esperos año felicidad. Feliz Navidad. This is it, guys. The underworld. Where demons you fight. H-bats you fight. The dead people of the underworld you fight. This is where you get your best ores and stuff from. You see this burning stuff right here near stuff like this. This burning stuff that has rocks coming out of it. This is your final ore, which is called HELL stone. I'm a kid, I can't say that word. You guys say it, whatever you want to do. But I'm not saying that word because I still have parents who care. So. Oh, God, what is that? Whoa, what? You get your best ores and stuff from here. This is called H-stone. You mine it, but when you mine it, lava comes out of it. Alright, so when you get your best armor, you craft the stuff like I told you over and over again. And find a voodoo demon to summon the final boss of easy mode, which is named the Wall of Flesh. You fight demons until you finally get one demon named a voodoo demon. You can tell from the name that it's called voodoo. He will be holding a thing in his foot while he flies. Kill it and you'll get a doll called the guide voodoo doll. Kill the guide voodoo doll. Get the guy voodoo doll and keep it. Get your players, give them items, and summon the most hard boss and some of the most hard thing you will ever fight until hard mode. The Wall of Flesh, ladies and gentlemen. This boss, you will need help. If you can defeat it by yourself, you are very, very lucky. Because I had to defeat this boss by myself. I raged for days, hours, minutes, seconds. You guys will need help. So what you do is you throw the voodoo doll into the lava. It'll say, you guys will get pretty much sad for your guide. Because a guide voodoo doll, you know, when you do touch a voodoo doll, the person that connects with the voodoo doll reacts. It does stuff. It interacts with it. So you throw the voodoo doll in, and it says the Wall of Flesh has awoken. You fight the Wall of Flesh. Once you defeat it, the spirits of light and dark, the ancient ones come out after you, and that is the bosses. The boss drops potions, armor, and stuff like, well, potions in the next video. In the next video, I will teach you hard mode things and part 3 of videos. See you guys later. Color Skills out.